from Tadasana, letting your breath move your body a little more deeply. As you exhale, look in towards your belly. Let this curling in help you to draw your belly button and your ribs back, maybe even letting the palms turn towards the back, broadening across the back, toning through your core, but keeping the low back feeling supported. And with your inhale, lift up through your heart and chest, keeping the ribs back, keeping that strength and connection to your core, broaden the collarbones, let the shoulders move back without losing the support of the ribs. With your exhale, as you spiral your way in, root down through the heels, pressing them back and apart. As you inhale, let that support from the ground help you to rise up, again, keeping the ribs steady as the shoulders soften back. This time adding on with your exhale, spiral your way in, connecting towards your center, drawing your belly button in and up to release the breath. With your inhale, breathing around that support, expanding through the low back, across the collarbones, this time letting the arms rise up towards the sky. As you fold, root back through the heels, back through your sitting bones, hinging cleanly at the hips, letting your fingertips come all the way down to touch the mat. Press down here into the feet, connecting through those three corners, and reach the heels back and apart to keep the inner thighs active and your back feeling long. Bring your hands up onto your knees, lengthen out long through the spine. If you'd rather, you can keep your fingers down on the mat, whatever feels best for your back and your legs. And then bow and fold. Focus first on the engagement of the legs, rooting back and down through the heels. If you'd like, you can work the legs towards straight, deepening that intensity as much as feels right to you, keeping the knees soft if that feels better. Bring the hands to the hips, hug into the elbows, and rooting back through the heels, come all the way up to standing. Release your hands. As you exhale, spiral your way in. See if you can keep the inner legs active here to keep your back broad. As you inhale, rise up out of your roots and use that strength to help you extend up and out through your fingers. As you bow and fold, see if you can reach evenly back through both heels, engaging into the legs, folding cleanly at the hips. Let your hands come up onto your knees, extend out long, half flat back. Let the shoulders stay light here. And as you exhale, bow and fold, pressing down into the fingers, down and back through your heels. And bring your hands to your hips and use an inhale to rise. This time moving towards downward facing dog, release the hands. With your exhale, spiral your way in, zip up through your belly here, letting your belly button rise towards the low ribs to send your tailbone a little more connected to the ground. With your inhale, lift and rise out of that support, feeling the strength of your center as you extend in opposite directions. Let your hands come together as you fold. Support yourself from your upper back here, letting the shoulders stay light and connect down into the fingers to keep that awareness building through the upper back. With your inhale, lengthen out long. Keeping that lightness for the shoulders, bring your hands down onto the mat and walk your feet back into downward facing dog. Just as we did before here, soften a little at the knees and soften a little at the elbows. Let that help you to create a deeper integration of the arms and the legs up into the joints of the shoulders and the hips. As you find that connection, root down through the bases of all 10 fingers to lift up through the inner shoulders, and broadening the collarbones, firm the outer arm muscles, the triceps, in towards the arm bones to stay connected and strong through the upper back. Bringing that same focus to the legs, hug the muscles towards the bones and press your heels back and apart, keeping the knees pointing forward. Again, if you'd like, you can work the legs towards straight. Make your way forward to plank, setting the shoulders over the wrists, letting your spine form a long line. And either with the knees up or down, make your way down to the mat. Reach back through the toes. Let all 10 toenails connect down here, using the toes and the feet to help guide the awareness and connection through your hips and your low back. Use your exhale to draw your belly button in and up to help you reach back through your toes. And use your inhale to lengthen forward through the side body, moving the shoulders back and letting that help you to curl up into whatever amount of cobra pose feels good for you. And then soften, release, making your way back down to the mat. Tuck the toes. either by coming through table or like a reverse push-up by pressing your way up away from the mat. Make your way back into downward facing dog. As you take a couple breaths here, keep lifting up through the bones of the arms so that your armpits feel light and hollow. And keep connecting in through the outer hips and the outer legs so that you can broaden and expand the inner thighs and the sitting bones back and apart. Find a place where the center of your body feels strong and connected, and where you can start to balance the front body and the back body. And then at the bottom of your exhale, walk your feet back up to meet your hands, coming back into a forward fold. Activating the legs, bring your hands to your hips. Soften the shoulders towards the sky, engaging the upper back. And come all the way back up towards standing. Let the weight stay grounded back towards your heels here, so that you're maintaining a little more support from your front body to stay spacious and aware through your back body. And let your hands come back down by your sides.